Hello.
There, yo,
I'm gonna hit the
there
go
are,
live button real quick and say hello. Welcome to Fast Food Thursday, where we only discuss fun things that are fun and cool.
Yes.
Please do continue
yes,
your hobo
Actually,
spider story.
yeah,
wait,
yeah. So
Hobo Spider?
the only reason my dad got into a run-in with a hobo spider is because because like I said, he lives on a mountain and he owns about 40 acres of property on this mountain, and all the properties around him, they're all kind of next to each other going up the mountain. And up in the mountain, there's all these trails. But the thing is like this is not public property, so you can't just drive up and just go go. You have to get permission from the property owners to be on the land, but people ignore that. So they go up on these trails with their horses or their ATVs, and they bring out a bunch of alcohol and shit, and they get drunk and they leave trash everywhere. So my dad's up there, and he's up there picking up trash and shit, and yeah, he on his right hand, on the back of his hand, got a nice big old bite from a hobo spider. I'll pick it up beer can.
Damn.
And
What's so dangerous about a hobo spider? Is
uh,
it dangerous actually?
Has
it
STDs.
won't kill you. It won't kill you, but it just gives you a really nasty toxic bites. They're kind of related to brown recluse spiders, but they don't give you the necrosis. So you don't get like dead skin sloughing off your body.
Okay, so it's not deadly, it's just painful.
Can I just say
Yeah,
that I fucking hate the American wilderness? And also the Australian wilderness, and the African wilderness, and the South American wilderness, and the fucking Asian wilderness. The only good wilderness is the European wilderness because it's not even wild.
yeah, you killed everything.
Yeah, we don't
Are
have
you
any of that shit.
sure
We
about
do.
that? Are you sure about that, Burger?
So let's
I want you to no,
let's
no. Just let me, as a European myself, just let me ask you this seriously, Burger. Are you sure about that?
Well, no, but see,
Are
that's
you
we have
completely 100%?
we have like bears and wolves and shit, but we don't even have the kind of bears and wolves that they have over in the weird play in the other places.
I mean, we do technically have snakes, but they're not
No.
We
that venomous
technically have
compared.
venomous snakes, but they can
Yeah, but
fuck
they're not
off.
that bad. It's
They're
like
blind.
let's
they're
start
not
off the
blind.
screen
They're not
strong here
blind.
and
It's
switch
what are they
from
called again?
wilderness cringe to civilization cringe.
No, it's only
Over in
the wilderness in other places that's screwed.
Hang on, I'll be right back.
That's a lot.
Over in
That's
the
a
Oh,
lot.
I actually have
This
another
is,
story from when my dad first moved up there. By the way, he lives up in northern Idaho. So it's like when he first bought his property back in 2000, and he moved up there and getting settled in and everything. He had left a bag of powdered sugar in his truck, and
As one
a black
does.
bear. Well, he was making a cake gonna make a cake, and he had the powdered sugar for frosting.
This is the
Like,
exact excuse that I would give when the police find the white powder in my truck.
well, no. Well, 'cause what happened was a black bear broke into. It was either it was a bear. A bear broke into his truck.
Being fucking
and-
racist and assuming the best skin color. It was a black.
Yeah, it was. So yeah, the bear broke into his truck and like ripped open the powdered sugar, and there was just fucking powder everywhere.
Yeah.
Like the inside of his truck just went completely white, and that's how he learned never to leave food in your car.
That's fucking wild though, because like powdered sugar doesn't really smell a lot. And if you have it in a bag in a car, the fact that a bear could smell that shit is very impressive.
Well, he had other stuff in there as well. The bear probably got a sniff of something else,
Yeah,
and
dead
because a lot of
body.
shit. Yeah. So because all the food was torn apart, but it was the powdered sugar just because that just went fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
Just made everything white.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah. Also, I found out because when he told me about it, that he got bit by a hobo spider. I looked it up, and it's like, oh, it's in the Northwest, and a lot of people confuse it with the brown recluse spider. And I clicked on the Wikipedia article, and because the way I learned about the brown recluse spider was that it was like a spider from the desert, from like California and Arizona, and that. Yeah, and no, I found out it's brown recluses don't exist in Arizona and California. They live in like Texas and Oklahoma and Kansas. They live in the Midwest. And I'm like, I'm just trying to remember where did I learn? Like, where did the misinformation come from that this was like a California thing?
I'm
'Cause
looking.
it's
I'm
not.
looking at these, and they. Well, I mean, they look like spiders.
Yeah.
Which one, Black Widows or?
Brown
The
recluses.
the ones
Oh,
that have 8 legs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
they're
is
brown.
honestly this fucking thing that you posted about the fucking the teenage son finds out about he finds out his parents is into something that he doesn't approve of. What a fucking little bitch. What a little pussy ass 14-year-old bitch. If your parents are into cockholding, that's none of your fucking business.
Pretty much.
Yeah, why do you care what your parents... They're not hurting other people. Why do you care?
God, you fucking...
Jesus.
Like I said,
This 4chan guy's like, oh, what the fuck do we do about modern day degeneracy? Grow the fuck up. How about you grow the fuck up? That's what you can do about it, is grow up.
Yeah, grow the fuck up and mind your fucking business.
Yeah.
You know.
Incredible. This is like
yeah.
I saw the other day there was this fucking bitch on Twitter going like, oh, kids should be grateful for the emotional labor that we perform for them. It's like, oh, I just cleaned... She's like foster kids. It's like, like I should be getting paid for the emotional labor that I do. I just cleaned someone's hair for 2 hours, and then she was like talking to me the whole time. I did so much emotional labor. I'm so exhausted. It's like, bitch, this is a 14-year-old girl you're talking to, that you chose to foster.
Yeah, and in many cases the government pays you already.
Yeah.
They pay you to help take care of the kids. It's like shit. It's like, don't be a foster parent then. If you think it's, god damn.
For real, dude. Honestly, shout out to Starve.
Oh yeah. He posted this up. It's like,
one last dance. Let's go, Bernie. I'm ready to harass white women for you. Just say the word. I'll be there in the Bernie bro army, harassing white women.
Yeah. I'm so just done with modern politics. To have Bernie goes again, it's like, hell yeah, fucking. Let's bust out the meme.
Again going to lose. Like, he's just going to lose again. And if by some miracle he wins, he will die immediately.
Oh yeah, he's just gonna...
I mean, he is like incredibly healthy, but like the CIA is gonna shoot him with a heart attack gun, and that's gonna be it.
Yep.
Yeah. They're just gonna put like a jump scare in his favorite movie, and that's how he fucking kicks it.
Bernie, how old is he? Bernie Sanders.
I think he's like
he's 80.
No, he's 80. Holy shit.
He is 80 years old. He's going to be 81 in September.
And you know what? If the Republicans are gonna put up Trump again, it's like, is it really that outrageous that Bernie goes again?
Well, if
they're all fucking old. They're all just old.
It would
I mean,
be
it's outrageous to
so.
the Democrats, so
I mean,
it's
it
gonna happen.
just the if like it would be so not like it would be so funny that it wouldn't be funny anymore if Trump wins again. Because like the Democrats as a party then managed to do the Hillary thing twice. Even after America already like understood Trump and what the fuck was wrong with him and how terrible he was as a president, then they would fuck up so much.
Well, you already have like prominent liberals, coming out with this message of, reality doesn't care about your feelings. We gotta beat the Republicans no matter what.
That's
Towards
that's
like
always
millennials
the
and
thing.
Boomers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
always
and
what
it's
they
like
fucking
they're gonna do it again, and it's gonna fuck them in the ass, and then they're gonna turn around and blame the very people they antagonized,
Yeah.
or they browbeated into voting for them. It's just like it's all just it's a fucking joke. It's just a fucking joke. So you know what, Bernie all the way.
Yeah, honestly. It's the Democrat playbook, right? You get elected based on the Republicans can't win, then you don't do anything for 2 years, then to lose your supermajority, then the Republicans get into office, then you pretend that the Republicans are the problem in the midterms. I mean, they pretend the Republicans are the problem, and the Republicans get elected. The Republicans make everything worse, and then you go, "Oh, you need to vote for us, so that we can also not do anything again."
Yeah.
Hello?
It would be
Yeah,
nice if we
right.
could solve that problem by getting a leftist third party into the picture, except, we fracture on every single fucking issue so much that we can't consolidate any
Yeah,
fucking
your system is
power.
also
is
not
this-
designed for a third party.
Oh my
Don't
god.
you fucking there, you assholes. I already had enough of this evening.
What are you
You
talking about?
traitors.
Oh yeah, don't you have the French elections going on?
Yeah, actually,
Oh,
I have a
hell
bit of a
yes,
confession.
dude. When is this?
I have
When
a
are
bit of-
those?
I have wait. So I have a bit of a confession. So during, I think it was the first round was on the 9th or 10th of April. I didn't manage to
Yeah.
vote in that one because I was staying at my grandmother's, and that's not the prefecture I'm signed up to. So I can't vote in the prefecture I'm not signed up to. So I didn't technically vote yet, which is very bad of me, I know.
Wait, hang on. Do you can vote in both France and England?
No, I can only vote in England because I am registered in England.
Right.
Yeah. It's like it's sort of like
So,
what the U.S. has set up for expatriate America.
yeah, more or less. And so the next round is on the 24th. I'm not going to say who I'm voting for because that's biased and, not saying anything, but let's just be real. There's only one real candidate in France at the moment, and you all know who that is.
And it's the
Jeb
guy
Bush.
from the thing where he says "le racisme," and everyone's like, "Yay!"
I mean-
this fucking guy is the best.
If they're French, they're all cringe.
Let me fucking find
Yeah.
this.
I just had a quick question, Polish. Because I read a headline. I didn't read the actual article. Like you do.
Boo. Cringe.
Is it true that Marine Le Pen is entirely funded by the Russians? Like she was unable to
It
raise any
wouldn't
money.
surprise me. It would not surprise me based on
Yeah.
her act.
Yeah,
how
because
she
she
acts.
wants to pull. Yeah, she wants to pull NATO, France completely out of NATO, and she's like very very pro-Russian. So
Weirdly enough, a lot of right wingers in Europe are. I don't understand why.
I mean, a lot of right wingers in the U.S. are.
Damn, this is kind of fucked up, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
That they switch to like, well, actually, I mean, if they're doing illegitimate imperialism, maybe we got something in common.
Yeah.
To be fair, yes, but no. So the thing is, in France, well, I don't know how deep Russian pockets go in France compared to like England, because in England it is very heavily publicized at the moment.
Yeah.
Not probably not by major media like the BBC or whatnot, especially not the BBC, given the fact that it's a Tory government and the Tories want to fucking axe the BBC, as well as Channel 4, surprisingly. But
Yeah, of course the
as far
Tories
as
want to get rid of the big black cock. They're all insecure.
yeah, more or less. But from what I understand in France, it's not as deep because So you remember when you got fucking mad? I think in the German channel because it was found out that more or less a lot of not scientists but a lot of publications were paid off by the Russians to show how good importing Russian oil was.
Oh, you mean the thing where a lot of the environmental ministers in several European nations
Yes.
were that like went hard against nuclear power were trained by
Yes.
an NGO that was owned by Gazprom.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
still very angry about this, by the way.
Yes, but you see, the thing in France is, so again, this was me being in my cringy phase, like not so long ago, actually, because I was very anti-nuclear. But in France, we have a lot of nuclear power plants, as well as the fact that we have a lot of wind turbines. Like, we have a shit. Like,
Yeah.
everywhere you go, especially in northern France, if you are in a field, you are more than likely to see a giant wind
Which is
turbine.
cool. I like those. I really like seeing
so it's like,
those.
on the one hand, you know for a fact that we're not so dependent on Russian oil, but on the other hand, you don't know like how deep Russian oligarchs are in our pockets. Like I don't think they're that deep compared to other European countries, like say England. And I'm not saying the EU, I'm saying Europe. But I think like there might be a presence, because I know I'm not entirely unconvinced that some of our politicians aren't paid off or supported by Russians.
How about
I mean, let's be fair. What country doesn't have that problem, though?
Fair.
how about Marine Le Penis?
To be fair, I don't think she's winning this election.
Le Penis.
Look,
Yeah, she's like,
So,
she's like
if I'm real, I didn't.
Seconds.
Yeah, to be fair, I didn't get into French politics until like literally during my grandma's birthday, which was like in between the 4th and 11th of April.
Did you before that
This
not know
year.
anything about French politics?
No,
Like,
I
people
did.
were
I
saying,
did. I did.
Oh,
knew-
Macron
I
is
did-
that something? It is not something.
No,
to
so
eat
I
on
did.
the
I did
dessert."
know. No. So the thing is, I did kind of know, but I'm not. So
Russians cutting his connection.
Yeah.
And then this happened to me like a couple days ago, where I was just typing in Discord, and suddenly like it just goes gray. It basically logs me out, and
you have to log back in.
No. It just goes like completely like, hey, it's the loading. The web app doesn't work. No, none of Discord's domains are accessible except the one that says Discord is working perfectly fine. The same is true about I am not kidding here. Literally every single down detector type website on the internet that exists. A bunch of other ones like Global wasn't accessible, but Wordle worked fine. YouTube, Twitter, that worked.
That sounds. So I'm no expert when it comes to internet things, but that sounds very kind of like. I don't mean to say like you specifically are being hacked, but maybe someone is fucking with the internet structure in Germany.
It sounds like an issue with your ISP.
So this is weird. So about a few days ago, like before this started happening, the people from a rival ISP showed up to my door, and were like, "Oh, the problems you've been experiencing recently with your internet connection." It's like I'm not having any I'm not having any problems. Everything's fine. I haven't had problems
shit.
in years. It's like, no, but we just put in new lines, and it's now if you switch to us, I mean, we're not trying to sell you anything, but if you just kind of do a switcheroo,
You're laying on the mafia a bit thick here, Burger.
And then fucking, I said just no. I closed the door in his face. A couple days later, like his boss shows up. It's like, yeah, well, my associate was there a couple days ago and says you were having problems with your internet. And I'm like, no, what the fuck are you talking about? What? Literally. And I told him to fuck off too. And then, like 2 days later, this started happening. Like very
That
specific.
does not sound like a coincidence, Burger.
Because I looked this up, and I seem to be the only one who has this specific problem, and that it happened twice now is kind of sus.
That's kind of weird.
I can't wait to find out that your ISPs are having like a turf war.
Yes.
Burger is being gang stalked by his ISPs. They are inside his walls.
They're not even like they don't even run across the same wires. I'm not sure. Like one of them is the telecom super duper DSL fiber optic whatever the fuck, and the other is I don't know what the other one is, but it runs over different wires.
Oh. Yeah.
So like they couldn't even because Telecom was allegedly because they own all the wires and they have to legally make it so others can also use those wires, other companies. Because basically what happened is the German taxpayer paid for them, and then the government in the 90s decided to just give them to a private company for free and say, well, you just make money off this now and then you can maintain it. And they didn't do that.
So like what happened in America?
A little bit, yeah. And
yeah.
Basically, the idea was at that point that a lot of like the because they were like the most expensive one, Telecom. And yeah, they were the most expensive one by far. And there were cheaper ones, but they all had to use their lines. And so the rumor was that they would like artificially duck their capabilities and then show up to people's houses and say, "Oh yeah, well, ours is much faster than this. Just gotta pay us a little more protection money, and then you're gonna be fine."
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but a Peterbilt truck just passed me, and his hood ornament was Shrek.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yes.
Yeah. And instead of a chrome, it was literally a chrome Shrek.
I respect that.
That is some high effort shit posting. I like it.
And like on the, that's so weird. I think he's because on the side of his truck he has his it's his CB radio call sign, and his call sign is El Gringo.
Hell yeah, dude.
Thank you,
It's even better.
That is fantastic. I am, by the
That
way.
was great.
I'm also
Shout out to El Gringo.
Yeah. Shouts out to that guy. Fucking honestly. I'm checking the down detector side for my ISP, and no one is complaining there either. So this is very fucking strange.
Because they know you have Reach Burger.
We had
the ISP mob.
A few years ago, Germany was experiencing, and other parts of Europe was experiencing like a massive outage of certain groups of IP addresses, I think. And that was because like the big node that they have in Frankfurt got like somebody tripped over a wire or some shit.
Oh
Everybody
yeah,
was experiencing that,
heard
or
of
most
that.
people.
Yeah, pretty much literally everyone in Europe.
And the government still decided it was a better idea to leave them as it is.
This was the German So we had conservative German government for 16 years. We had
Fair
Merkel for
enough.
16 years. I love that currently what's going on is that basically the new government that hasn't even been in power for a full year is being blamed by the now opposition, which was in government for 16 years, for being too reliant on Russian oil and gas. Like it's their fault. Like it's the fault of the Greens that we are still on oil and gas. The fault
just
of
like-
the
just like
social
what happened.
democrats.
Gotta love
Just
partisan
like what
Don't you
happens in
just want to
America.
murder people? When you hear that, don't you just want to murder people?
Yeah,
And you just want to murder people.
I like how all these things are just like they were just like pioneered in the United States, and now
Yeah.
other countries they just happen in other countries, and it's like,
it's fucking
man,
great.
what a legacy to leave behind, just the worst of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're fucked. We're all fucked as a generation, I think.
That's very funny
Yeah.
what's going on right now. And it's like now it's like, oh fucking the evil social democrats with their ties to Russia. Because yes, it is true that the last social democratic chancellor, the one before Merkel, was and still is closely tied to Russia and a personal friend of Vladimir Putin. But that was 16 fucking years ago. That was back when everyone was talking about Russia joining the fucking EU.
And NATO, don't forget.
Yeah, that too. Well,
Yep,
okay, it was weird. It was
It
a
was
weird
debated.
verbal agreement thing.
The
Yeah.
new guy who runs the party now, that not so much. He has actually broken with that a while ago.
Huh. I wonder why.
Yeah, it's honestly.
Really get Romans activated. I just love when the conspiracy theorists go, I wonder why. And it's just like, no, there's no big conspiracy against it. It's just, it was bad optics.
It's
see,
honestly- Yeah.
while you were disconnected, Burger, we were just chatting about like not having really any meaningful connections to our local communities.
Well,
Like,
the thing,
for me,
the thing
it's
is,
like-
no, sorry, go on.
Oh, I just wanted to just mention really quick that before I just like completely said fuck it to following like local groups and local news. One of the reasons I did was because during the startup of the Ukraine war, and so like our local news was reporting on it, there'd always be at least 2 or 3 people in the comments going like, "Do you guys know anything about Hunter Biden's laptop? Is there going to be anything about that involving with it in the Ukraine war?" And I'm just like, fuck off. Just fuck off and die.
I do
Please.
love that they completely buried the Hunter Biden laptop story, though. It's so, like, yep, this is exactly what was going to happen. And also, I have to say, I really respect how much Joe Biden loves his son. Literally. That it could like come out that he's a fucking he had done every single one of the Epstein things. Like he literally was Jeffrey Epstein, but is still alive, and he was still like text him, "Oh, my beautiful son, I love you so much."
Well, it's like
respect
it's
that.
like didn't it just turn out just to be a fucking nothing burger? And
It was like a nothing burger in the context of people who are a little bit edgy. I think for like the classic middle America, it would be a big scandal.
Yeah, isn't he just like he just does a shitload of drugs and gets a lot of pussy? That's
I mean, that is what I heard. Yeah.
No, but
yeah.
so to kind of go off on a tangent from what and the fact said, I don't follow local communities. Like, to me, I tend to try and look at the bigger picture, and I honestly forget about like local communities, which is a bad thing. I
But
feel
you
because
live
you
in
gotta.
London, though.
Yeah, no, but so the thing is, technically speaking, if I moved back to France, my prefecture would probably be Paris, unless I settled anywhere else, obviously. But if I moved back to France, there's a high likelihood we would be moving back to Paris, and that would be where I voted. And the local community there is just like, nah, bruh.
Yeah, they're all French.
No, it's Parisians. So, like,
Yeah.
if I can
The
just
Frenchiest of the French.
kind of just present an argument as to why Paris needs to be nuked. Well, not nuked, but just getting rid of all the people there. Doesn't matter what race, doesn't matter what sexuality, doesn't matter the age,
So more like
the
a
sexual orientation, just everyone. Just everyone.
Yeah, so you're not racist, you're just in favor of massive depopulation.
Of Paris,
Exactly.
specifically.
Yeah.
So the thing
I'm
is,
down
in
for
French,
that.
you are supposed to be somewhat polite, right? So you normally, saying hi to a cashier in probably England and maybe Germany, I'm not so sure of the social conventions over there, but in England, saying hi, somewhat polite, you don't have to say it. But if you are said hi to, you have to say hi back, obviously, it's polite.
Yeah.
In France,
Yeah.
you have to be the one to initiate that to the cashier. They won't be anal about it, but you're not going to get yourself any points in a local village for not saying hi back.
Yeah,
Right?
what the fuck? Like, if somebody says hi to you, say hi to them.
You say hi, but you are not, like, the thing is, in a local community, you are not going to get any points. They'll probably think of you as like, oh, he's rude, right? Like he's just rude. Like, you are just being downright rude for not doing that. In Paris and most other big metropolitan areas, if you are not the one to even initiate it as soon as you set your foot in the door, regardless of who it is, if it's a janitor, if it's a cashier, if it's like the least significant person you have ever seen in your life and you will never see again, the moment you do not initiate hello, you are a war criminal. Like, not obviously, not like, oh my god, he's committed a war crime, but it feels like he has become a war crime.
I didn't literally think that they would drag you to the Hague if you don't say hi to the doorman in Paris.
No, but
there was very
make
little
your day
risk
worse.
of me thinking, oh, this is what posh means. That they signed a different
just
Geneva
clarifying.
Convention.
No, but like literally, like seriously, not literally, seriously. They treat you like you killed their puppy in front of them. Like, they will make you have a bad time.
Hell yeah. How about I actually do kill that puppy?
That'd be pretty cool.
It's like, that's a pretty common like joke here in the States, especially among the few people who actually go to France on vacation. It's like, oh yeah, Paris is a shitty place full of assholes, but the rest of France is great.
See,
no, the rest of France is just because they don't take things so anally about politeness.
Yeah.
Like, it is, that's the thing I hate about metropolitan France, where compared to like rural communities, it's just the amount of expectations people have of you when it comes to respect. It's like, I don't want this kind of attitude. I don't want to deal with it, to be honest.
I don't want to have to pay basic respect to people.
But obviously, again, it depends. It depends on the communities you're in. Like, if you're obviously in the banlieue, so like the how do you call it in English? The suburbs, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. But if you're in like the city proper, or if you're like in some of the I wouldn't say ghetto areas, but that comes to mind. You better watch your mouth. You really have to be careful because otherwise you can get yourself in a heap of trouble.
I like how I like how there's Polish. I'm sure you've heard of it. The Paris syndrome that
Yes.
Japanese tourists used to have. I like that because the same thing happens with Japan and like weeaboos who go to Japan.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
because I found this Twitter account I really love. I'm not on Twitter right now. I think it's called No Context Japan, and it just posts pictures from like just regular Japanese people of just crazy shit that happens. And you go through the account and it's just like, wow, Japan is just like it's just as fucking wild as like any other country, especially America. It's like you'll find pictures on there of like people taking a shit and it like right in the back alley, and like people just like fighting at a vending machine. It's like, oh wow, they're just like me. They're just like my country.
Yeah, obviously you'd have different social norms, but at the end of the day, we're all human.
Yeah. I love that. I mean, I don't really love it, but because I don't like seeing somebody's dreams get broken. But there is some.
No, I
kind
love
of
seeing Weeb's dreams get broken.
Yeah,
especially the hardcore ones.
yeah.
Like, nah, fuck him, brother. Like, I'm sorry. If you to a point just idolize a country that you have never been into, never been to, and probably will never go to, I'm sorry, you deserve to have your hopes and dreams smashed. Not with a hammer, with a wrecking ball.
I love the one account of a guy. He was a total fucking weeb. He was also like 6'2" and bald. He was 6'2" and bald, and he went on an English like teaching program where he ended up teaching English at an elementary school in rural Japan. And like he said, like for like the first 2 weeks, the children just ran away from him screaming because he's like this giant bald white guy, and it's like, yeah, that really sucked. That really hurt when they did that. I thought they were just being mean, and it's like, yeah, they kind of were. They'd never seen a white guy before, and then like,
this messed up. Finally, we also get to be like being racist again. I'm sorry, I'm still listening to you, but this seems to be a whole genre of images. Thank you for sending me this fucking account.
For No Context Japan, yeah, no problem, man.
Bitches?
Oh no, it's the resident weeaboo.
I'm not a weeb, what the fuck?
Yeah, you watch anime, so...
I'm a bonkle waboo. That's what I am. So
I'm starting to become a NATO boo with all the fucking NATO shitposting going on.
Oh yeah, NATO wave.
Yeah, NATO wave. I started following like non-credible defense and like Ukraine War Report and the shitty tentacle subreddits, and it's just like, oh yeah, NATO wave. Let's just.
I'm sorry, did you say shitty?
That's kind of propaganda, isn't it?
Wait. Did you say shitty tentacles?
It sounds like it.
Shitty technicals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's literally like it's literally like poorly made technicals. Like they like they just put
I know
slats
what.
Of,
I know what you're talking about, brother.
I have no idea.
No, Christ.
A technical is like a civilian vehicle that's been armored and armed.
Specifically speaking, Toyotas. Let's be real. The only good ones are Toyotas. Like even shitty ones. Even before thinking of posting, a technical, you have to make sure it's a Toyota. Let's be real.
Yeah. So just imagine like a Toyota pickup with the
Machine
50
gun.
caliber machine gun and bolted into the bed of the pickup, and that's
that?
technical.
What's that gun called that more or less just shoots grenades rounds? Like it's a heavy machine gun. I think I've only seen on APCs or something like in between a Humvee and an APC, where it's just like a huge grenade launcher, fully automatic grenade launcher.
I couldn't
Guys,
tell you.
Belt
It's
fed.
probably some
racist
kind
and
of
no one's
cow.
enabling this, so this isn't very fun for me. You know?
Huh?
We just-
Okay, so we gotta be racist. All right.
Them goops be added again, brothers. That is
They're in the
sweet.
trees.
Sometimes there's sounds in my apartment that I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? See, this is my.
It's
This has to be
racism.
the rival ISP, dude.
They're coming
They
into
are
your home.
inside your walls.
Like I said, man, freaking ISP turf wars.
Fucking.
Yeah, Christ.
Okay,
Imagine
okay,
if
here,
You're
okay,
kidding,
here,
but
here.
that unironically
We are
exists in
tr-
Portugal.
Hmm?
Okay,
What do
okay.
they
I was
do?
about,
Actually
I
exist. They,
was
Yeah,
about
how
to say
is
I
it
could
in
be,
Portugal?
I could do a racist thing really quick.
where they just drill your street over and over with different.
Oh yeah,
ISP
they've been doing
cable
that in England for
services.
ages now.
Yeah, but what they do is that they'll provide like super fast internet to every house except mine, just to fuck with me.
Yeah, same,
Oh,
but
no.
they block certain websites for 10 minutes while I'm streaming, and those websites are Discord. And also all the sites where I could check if there's a problem with Discord.
This is why everyone should build their own VPN.
Yep.
This segment is sponsored by Random Ass VPN.
See, that's a good question. If I were to, while this is happening, because it might happen again, I'm gonna try next time. I'm gonna try whipping up my VPN
Yeah,
to
do that.
see if that makes a difference.
I think it should. I'm not sure. I'm not a
Hopefully it
computer
should.
These
wizard.
trees are freaking purple.
Yeah,
Wait,
there's-
the
Yeah, I
trees
have
are
to-
purple.
Man, purple
That's so realistic.
trees, bro.
Man,
Yeah, I
also
have to
see
use my
purple trees when
VPN
I'm
whenever
high.
I connect to McDonald's because they block a lot of websites.
I mean, I don't think they're like blocked. They're just not accessible. It's weird.
Oh
Nah,
no,
they
like
probably block. They definitely block Burger. They definitely block.
yeah.
What's
They-
up with schools and banning, porn websites? I don't get it.
I'm talking about my personal.
It's a
IP
school.
network.
What do you expect them to do? Not ban porn?
Yes.
See, this is that's the wildest thing is how
You have
many
too
porn
high an
sites
expectation of
the
school,
IT
bro.
guys of schools know.
Of course, because
You have too
Well,
high an
they're
expectation of
blocked.
schools,
Yeah.
ever.
No,
Well,
no,
you also
seriously
gotta
though,
remember
right?
a
Like
lot
if
of
you're
IT
blocking
guys
it, kids
are
will get
probably
even more
lonely
interested.
nerds,
So
Do you all have each other muted and just talk? Is that
no,
Yes.
I'm just
No,
very
we're just all
disrespectful.
autistic.
Who knows?
We're just all autistic.
Yeah,
Yes,
you forgot. You're
what
right.
he
This
said.
is the autism.
I mean,
this is
what?
the
No,
autism.
no, don't stop speaking. Hello, hi.
Hi. How are you?
I'm sorry. I'm just.
Oh, hey
I'm just
guys,
kidding.
did you know it's Thursday today?
Oh wow, that's awesome,
Yeah.
dude. Fuck off.
I just
Oh,
found
holy
out.
shit!
it's the day of Thor, dude?
I heard
Heck yeah,
Thursday
brother.
was named after
The
the
day
after
of
the Catholic.
Burger, isn't
Catholic
it time
Saint
to rebrand
Thurs.
this as Fast Food Friday?
Yeah, come on, Burger.
The fucking cock tease alliteration that your show is.
I'm not gonna. The reason it's Fast Food Thursday is because I like to go out at Friday night sometimes.
I know.
Cringe.
And that's
But
how I'm not gonna
hear
do
me
it.
out. Hear me out.
Cringe
Just keep the
burger.
COVID lifestyle and don't go out.
How about I don't do that because the
And then murder
COVID
me in my
profile
sleep.
makes me extremely depressed. I
Oh.
want that. I want actually those still
How
go
about
on
this?
and go
How
on.
about
My
this?
missions
How about
got
this?
deleted.
You're never going to achieve anything if you're not depressed. Boom. There you go.
What?
What?
Kidding.
What are you talking
joke.
about?
What?
This
It's
is
a-
the
it's a-
hey. How about
this is-
how about the little
this is profound
opposite of
commentary.
What's true?
Oh, I want to mention something really quick. So I've
Yeah.
been on Lexapro, aka Escitalopram, for a couple months now, and it's really improved my life because now when I lay in bed until 11 a.m.
Wait,
I
I'm
don't
sorry.
feel
What
bad
improved
about
your
it.
life? What was this?
Lexapro.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, Lex.
Motherfucker, you're
Well, what-
literally a
I am
psychologist.
kidding. I am literally kidding.
Yeah. No, the greatest thing about it is that I can lay in bed.
You know
until
what
11
improved my
11 a.m.
life?
and not-
Drugs.
Yeah,
Ah.
yeah.
So
Damn
what
it.
can you do when you lay in bed?
I can do absolutely nothing and not feel bad about it.
That's pretty sick, dude.
This segment was sponsored by Big Pharma.
Yeah, it's like and I imagine it's not doing anything to really help me, but I don't feel bad about it. It's like, whatever.
I mean, that's really what
Yeah.
ultimately it's about, is that you don't feel bad.
Yeah.
About shit. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I just gotta think of something to do, like
Other
like
medicine
next
was a
time I go to
mistake.
McDonald's, I don't say please and thank you.
Oh,
You say,
You
fuck
know
off,
what?
give me that burger.
Yeah.
speaking of
It's
like
fun.
McDonald's.
Also, I have to take a shit.
Heck yeah, brother.
Thinking
Nah,
of
man.
fast food,
Good
actually,
luck.
it's interesting to look at what was it? All the different kind of like off-brand fast foods you get in your country, because I know for a fact that in France we have some like off-brand.
They're better.
What do you
They're
mean by
usually better.
off-brand? Like, do you mean
Well,
like
not necessarily
pretending to be Macca's,
off-brand.
or just like fucking fast food places that aren't massive conglomerates?
Well, I mean, they're massive conglomerates in the country, but not
So,
outside the
like
country.
local fast food chains is what you mean?
Yeah, but my one, because I remember this as a kid, but I cannot for the life of me remember the name.
Yeah,
Because I'm trying to look it up right now, but I cannot find it.
yeah.
There is this one.
I will be fair to I will be honest and say that looking up non-American fast food chains as an American is kind of weird.
I'm
'Cause-
sorry, isn't Posh French?
Yeah.
Then your opinion doesn't
Yeah.
count. Shut up. Why are
Yeah.
you even
Off.
here? You fucking baguette.
Ah,
Forget,
quick,
like, the whole
quick,
section of
c'est
the
ça,
conversation
c'est ça,
where
putain.
Posh finished speaking.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
on purpose.
Oh, it's not even French. It's Belgian.
What is it though? Like, what are you talking
Quick.
about?
It's quick, mec. It's quick. You know, it's literally called quick restaurants. It's more or less the
Quick.
francophone version of Macca's.
I don't. We have one, but I don't know if it's Portuguese or if it exists everywhere.
Okay, I've never seen this before.
So sure, if you
It's
hang
not,
on.
it's a,
So
that's
you've
another
got
thing.
the
Is
Eng-
like
wait,
all,
wait,
of
I
the,
can
all the
screen-
best.
It says
I can
quality burger restaurant, so that.
No, look at the Wikipedia page. Look at the Wikipedia page. Hang on, I'll share my screen. Where is
I
Wikipedia?
can
There
just
we
look
go.
at the Wikipedia page.
Okay, so
All-
quick restaurant. So
all
this
the
is in
best, all the
English.
best.
Give me a sec. I need
Yeah.
French. So open that in a new tab. We'll look at that later because I can guarantee you this is not the entire thing. This is just the English section,
not
and
what
compared
I'm
to the
talking
French section, it's going to be massive.
I love that a significant portion of this is dedicated to the death of Benjamin Orset, whoever the fuck that is.
Died after eating 2 hamburgers at a French restaurant in
Base.
Avignon, France.
A
Heck
Vignon.
yeah, brother.
An autopsy report concluded that he died of food poisoning. Traces of Staphylococcus. Cocci.
Staff. Just staff.
Staphylococcus. Staphylococcus. It's an Italian word, the burger.
You ever notice how all the best French things come out of Belgium?
Yep. Well, apart from, I think. Wait. Gaston Lagaffe? Is Gaston Lagaffe? Gaston. Yes.
Well, I was just thinking, it's like I really like Asterix, and I really like the Adventures of Tintin, and I remembered they're both not French, they're both Belgian.
Yeah.
No.
I like Lucky
So-
Luke.
Controversial opinion: Tintin fucking sucks.
Asterix and
I'm gonna
Obelix.
fuck off. I'm gonna suck you off. No, wait, hang
Oh.
on.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I
I do
don't
like
really
Lucky
know
Luke.
much
Lucky
about
Luke was the
Tintin,
shit.
Well,
but
I'm
that's
sorry.
because I'm here
What
in
does
the US.
Asterix and Cleopatra have to do with?
No, I'm
quick
trying to find
restaurants?
Asterix, so hang on. Asterix is bande dessinée comic book series. No. So this is
No,
French. It is French. It's
Asterix
not
is-
Belgian.
No. This says in French. French the language. They speak French in Belgium.
Wait, hang on. So
What?
if
I
I go
thought
René
they spoke
Goscinny and Albert
Belgianese.
No, I could have
Uderzo.
sworn Asterix was Belgian.
No,
Was from the-
French. French. So René Goscinny, who's a cartoonist for Asterix, was a French comic writer, and Albert
Was he
Uderzo
also bombed to death?
was the script writer, and he's French. No, they were.
Is Asterix Belgian?
He's no good.
Asterix is series is one of the most popular Franco-Belgian comics in the world.
Yeah, but that's Franco-Belgian. Was it offered by French or Belgian authors?
They speak French in
It says
Belgium.
Franco-Belgian
Yeah, I know.
on the Wikipedia page. I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
Don't you dare do this to me, Burger. Don't you dare do
It
this to me.
Okay,
says
that
it
would
literally
make-
on
that
the
would make-
Wikipedia page.
That would make me British just because I speak English.
No. So were the authors themselves French?
French. Shut
or
up.
Belgian?
Shut up, you
Albert
dirty
Uderzo.
French.
But it
Shut up.
says Franco-Belgian.
Yeah,
Then-
it's Franco-Belgian, but that doesn't mean shit. It was written by French people in France. French.
You don't mean shit, you mean merde.
But
Merde
there
artiste. Shut up,
clearly
French.
seems to be some sort of the series first appeared in the Franco-Belgian magazine Pilote on 29th of October somewhere in the past.
Look, I don't know
Died
what y'all
young.
are arguing about since we got the superior American English language in the chat here.
We're
Your
talking
comic
about
books
Belgian.
are trash.
We're
American
talking about
English-
Belgian comics.
It's weird
being
because
so good.
Pilote
Franco-Belgian
also
comic.
says it's a French comic magazine showcasing the major French or Belgian comics. I
So it's either or then.
Second, why the fuck they call it Franco-Belgian when
There-
literally
it's-
everyone involved was French?
This
Fair.
amount of indecisiveness.
Indecisiveness.
Thank you. Indecisiveness is clearly of Belgian making.
Well, the
so it's
Belgian
Belgian.
post office also released a set of stamps to coincide with some exhibition of Asterix. So
Wait, he's no good. Wasn't that? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
In all seriousness,
I
though,
remember
like
these.
Asterisk and
Holy
Novelist
shit.
is like obviously French. What the fuck are you guys talking about?
Wait. So they did make some caricatures of like.
Charlie Hebdo. Oh wait, no, it's not. The
No. This is
Charlie
different.
Hebdo.
Is it like a character called
Yeah.
Puma?
No. Look at what I'm streaming. I'm literally streaming me browsing Wikipedia.
yeah, I am
Yeah.
also on Wikipedia. I am just on a different Wikipedia.
Papa.
You know, talking of Charlie Hebdo,
Oh my god, what is
right,
this
let's
format?
talk about, I guess, this year's Charlie Hebdo, except nobody in this situation is even remotely, what's the word I'm looking for here?
French.
Well,
Offers.
that, but
French.
that as well. I'm talking about the Sweden thing. It's basically Charlie Hebdo, except no one in this situation is like even remotely.
What the
Justifying
fuck is
what we
happening
talk
in
about this.
Sweden?
So basically,
Yeah,
a bunch of alt-right people decided to burn Qurans, and now a bunch of Muslims are rioting over it.
Really? Kill the Muslims. That's simple. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, guys.
Great.
No, but
That's-
would-
Muslims.
I find it ironic when
stupid.
people say it's a religion of peace, and then people say no, it's a religion of violence. Try to ban something, and then people get mad, like proper riot mad.
Yeah,
I'm just like, you
it
brought this
is-
both on yourselves. I don't care who's to blame. Like you all brought it on yourselves.
Honestly, though,
Yeah.
death to all religion.
Yes,
In all honesty.
based.
Thank you. That is based. So burn all the Bibles and Qurans and shit and talk shit
Don't
about
burn any
Muhammad.
books.
No.
Yeah.
Don't burn any books.
Band
Yeah.
these
Every time.
destinies,
No.
abbreviated
Yeah, instead-
BDs, and also referred as Franco-Belgian comics, are comics that are usually originally in French and created for readership in France and Belgium. These countries have long tradition. So it literally any comic that is published in France is
It's
called
Franco-Belgian.
Franco-Belgian.
That is beautiful.
Oh,
That's the most French thing ever.
What the fuck?
we should do that in North America. Just call everything American Canadian.
Oh my.
The most popular
You
brands
piss off the
are,
Canadians.
Is this American bacon or
Tintin,
Canadian bacon? It's American Canadian. That's like the worst bacon. It's the worst
Gaston
bacon
Lagaffe also, Lucky
Yep.
Luke.
No, that is actually Belgian. Gaston Lagaffe is actually
Gaston
Belgian.
Lagaffe
The
is
Smurfs-
Franco-Belgian, motherfucker.
Yeah,
It
but it
says
was written by a Belgian.
Franco-Belgian.
Look, I don't like
It's
defending
in the
Bel-
list
No, no,
of
no, no, no,
Franco-Belgian fucking comics.
Shut up, you discount fucking Hungarian.
Shut up, you dirty
What?
French.
It's
You're talking to my
it's
friend
on
like that. What the fuck
Wikipedia.
is this?
It's on Wikipedia, but Wikipedia.
Wait, what's a discount? What's a discount Hungarian? Is that like a Korean?
It's an Austrian guy.
What the fuck?
Austrian.
Or is that like is he Finnish or Korean?
Belarus? I
No,
don't
like
know.
so that's now my new favorite insult for so the full insult for me, and that's so I shouldn't have said it to Burger because now it makes no sense in the context of what I'm gonna say. But I
Fucking
like saying
right.
that to Ceter. I fucking
Burger
love
does
saying
look
that.
sort
Oh,
of Hungarian.
Austrians.
Yeah,
Austrians.
Austrian.
Okay.
So no,
Okay.
I specifically say, hang on, let me bring up the quote right now because I have said it before. Fuck you, you discount inbred Bavarian posing as a Hungarian.
Damn.
According to Google, this is your typical Hungarian, and Burger clearly looks the part.
Yeah, this is definitely me, dude.
Yep. I
mean, sure,
Definitely.
what's
the resemblance is uncanny.
It's
Yeah, I
uncanny.
can't even tell the difference, bro.
Honestly, right? Seriously though, instead of burning all of the books, just move all of the religious texts to the fiction section and everything is
Yeah,
fixed
that-
forever. Like, I'm
Yeah,
serious. This
yeah.
is like the best solution.
Ah, frick.
Every time somebody mentions alt right in Sweden, I think of that one video
Oh yeah,
that
Peter Sweden.
that Peter Sweden did, where he's next to the lake and he just takes a bite out of a wheel of
The fuck is
cheese.
that?
Ah, I
And it's just
remember
like-
Peter Sweden.
Yeah,
Oh,
he was a
man, that was
person
so
who
long
existed.
ago.
He was Norwegian too. That's the best part about Peter Sweden is that he was fucking Norwegian.
God, wasn't
Oh,
this
what's his
guy,
name?
okay.
Some angry foreigner. Wasn't he immigrated from Slovenia,
yeah, he's
Slovakia?
yeah, some fucking one of those Bosnian, I think he was.
I think Bosnian.
He's incredibly racist.
He's turned
Wait,
incredibly
which one was
racist
this
now.
guy?
It is unbelievable
Some
how
angry
racist
foreigner.
this man has become. Yeah. He was a
Wait,
he was
who,
like
who's this guy? Sorry.
a angry foreigner
Some
is
angry
a
foreigner.
yeah is a Bosnian.
Right,
I
guys,
think,
I have to
immigrant.
go. Kisses to
Okay.
everyone.
Well, he's from the
Bye.
Balkans. It's no
Bye.
wonder he is.
It's
Racism
a
is their
Bosnian
default
immigrant
setting.
to Sweden, and he originally was doing like I think atheism videos even or something.
God
And
damn
then
it, atheism strikes again.
when the migrant crisis happened, he started to be like, hey, it's not actually cool to rape. And then, like, over the years, he has become just completely racist. Like, it's straight up. There's this. He had.
Yeah,
this,
I gotta check in. I gotta check out on the golden one. I gotta see if he's still.
Oh, he probably
Working-
still is.
Yeah, he's probably still working out and non-homosexually, like rubbing other dudes in his videos.
I
like he
saw
always
someone-
does.
Do any of you know Vegan Gains?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I remember
Yes,
vegan
brother.
games. Yeah.
No, he's fucking. I saw somebody recently. I don't remember where, but somebody recently referred to him as Soy Boy, which is the funniest fucking thing to say about like a massive black bodybuilder who is a literal
Yeah.
psychopath.
Was he black?
Oh,
Yeah, I mean he's certainly
Yeah,
some
he's
kind of
black.
ethnic.
He's not was, he is. You racist.
I mean,
Well, I mean-
on the U.S. Police chart of race,
Yeah,
he's black.
not white. That's the
Well, I mean, if he
Yeah.
didn't vote for Biden, I guess he's not black anymore.
Oh, Chris, I
Yeah,
love
it's
that.
been so long since I've heard about him, I just didn't remember.
Yeah, so this guy he literally like said he would murder meat eaters and shit. They had him on this was years ago. They had him on Drunken Peasants, and he was like talking about how he would like to murder people.
Yeah, that dude was a fucking sociopath.
It's incredible, dude. Yeah, I wish I remembered where, but somebody fucking called him Soy Boy.
God, fucking YouTube used to be a wild place. You could just say you wanted to kill a whole group of people and
my god,
not
dude.
get banned.
The good old days of 2015.
Yeah, as long as he didn't specify race, you could just get away with wanting to commit genocide.
Wanting to commit mass genocide, huh?
Fucking gays.
Yeah, I remember when YouTube first launched back in like 2005, 2006. It used to be
I missed
like
out on some shit.
there used to be horse fighting videos on
shit,
YouTube.
Horse fighting?
Yeah, I remember
How
finding.
do
I
you
remember
do horse fighting.
You just film horses fighting.
The literal first video on YouTube was a dick joke. Like,
yeah.
Oh shit! Shit about justice for Johnny Bros.
No,
yeah,
and the way horses fight is that they don't kick each other. They try to rip. They try to bite each other to death. They try to bite. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't kick. They rarely rear up. It's very bloody.
I would not.
You do not want to. You don't want to be in between that. Trust me. It is not pretty.
Well, now we know where that's one Greek myth about the man-eating horses came from.
Someone got in between the horses, and the horses weren't too happy.
Yeah, they were fighting.
I have a really just terrible announcement to make. I might make a D&D video that's like just a straight up lore video, because they're coming out with they're doing a new edition of D&D Spelljammer, which is like D&D in space, but not sci-fi. Literally just they have ships that go to space.
Get out.
Just go.
Just leave.
Freaking Treasure Planet.
See, if you want to go down that route, there's already Starfinder. Starfinder is
no. Starfinder is a sci-fi setting.
No. This is literally like Treasure Planet.
I would argue more Starfinder.
This is Treasure Planet type shit.
Yeah.
Okay, Treasure Planet type shit is fine. Never mind. That's actually pretty based. Let's go with that.
Treasure Planet. You mean the film Treasure Planet?
Yes.
The Disney.
I mean the Franco-Belgian comic book.
I don't think you can tell this, but I'm lifting two birds at you right now, Burger.
It's terrible that Sandro isn't here to talk about Treasure Planet, because
does he love Treasure Planet?
Oh, I don't think anyone's. Oh my god! So there was a project that didn't work out.
Oh no!
That I was doing an actual play podcast. That didn't work. And okay, this is I feel so bad that he's like not in the stream anymore, but I'm going to talk about him. But like basically, I've never seen Treasure Planet, right? I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know even it existed. I know the source material that it's based on, like Treasure Island and shit. Because I've seen Black Sails, which is even though it's like it's a TV show by Michael Bay and it's really good.
Unsubscribe. I'm sorry. Just ban.
Straight up, it is. Black Sails is fucking lit.
Yeah.
and so essentially,
No, not black sails, but the fact that you did not. It took me so long to just respond to the fact that you have not watched Treasure Planet. It is
no,
so
but look,
astonishing
I have
to
not
me.
watched anything ever. I've just was not allowed to watch things as a kid.
Damn.
I didn't see. I haven't seen anything. I'm completely clueless as to pop culture. But anyway, he. So yeah, that's the thing. I didn't know about Treasure Planet. And so the setting that we had sort of come up with together had a little bit like Treasure Planet type vibes. I didn't associate that with Treasure Planet type vibes. It's just a type of vibe that I like, right? And so he built a character, and I was so fascinated with like how cool and detailed.
Freaking die again?
The
Let me guess. Wait.
is.
Wait. Let me get a guess at who it was. It was main character. Was that it?
No. It's so much better. So he starts like explaining. Oh yeah, well, so his species is kind of like a bear, but it's also not really a bear because he has like the nose that's kind of more like a seal, and he has like a cybernetic arm, and he like gives it to a really detailed explanation as to the cybernetic arm. And
I know who this is.
And he has a friend from his old days as a smuggler, where he like came up with a super cool and original insectile race that I found so interesting. And also his arm had like an omni tool that he could use to like chop food with, and he had a blue tricorn hat.
Oh yeah.
He was like this really big guy, and he had a peg leg that he could turn into a plasma. Like I was like, damn, he really put a lot of thought into this character. And we were just talking. We were in a different chat. And Anfash was there. It was like me, Sandro, and Anfash. And I just posed like a sketch that Sandro sent me for the character because I was like getting out commissioned for it. And Anfash was like, "Oh yeah, this is the guy from Treasure Planet." I'm like, "Excuse me, what?" Oh yeah, this is the character. This is the character fucking Long John Silver from fucking Treasure Planet.
Long John Silver, my boy.
And I looked this up, and we spent like 2 hours going through every single thing that he just straight up stole. It was just completely 100% identical. To fucking the character.
Yeah.
And it's just a character. He's the character's inspired by him. He was got a little inspired by Long John Silver. Straight up. I think at the end we were at like where we come up with the differences for it. Like he became the adoptive father of like a little boy and shit. So he even lived through the plot. And the best moment of this conversation was like. But his waistcoat is blue. And the one from Long John Silver is black. And then I looked that up, and apparently he misremembered because it's also blue in the film.
So you mean it's brown?
I love how you thought this was just such an amazing OC.
Oh
and
my
it's just
god, yeah.
It's the best OC ever, and it's like, no, it's literally just lifted from Chevron.
This was
literally
like the funniest 2 hours of my entire life.
This is literally design. Original OC, do not steal.
No, but seriously, look at his design. He's the most interesting design.
Oh yeah, it's fucking great.
In Disney, like I've never seen a Disney character look more mysterious, intriguing, and cool at the same time.
I mean, I fucking love it.
Yeah,
It's so fucked up that he's
I remember, like, cause it's like, yeah, cause like his arm is so fucking cool in the movie. I remember like going back and like watching, cause it's his mechanical arm is just so animated. I remember, scrolling back just to watch it again. The animation in that movie was so fucking good.
Yeah, it's basically like just a mixed mannequin's arm from the prequels and a Swiss Army knife. It's great.
Yeah, the thing was, I remember seeing this video and they explained it to me. You know the technology they used in Tarzan, which made the trees kind of look 3D, right? And a lot of the environment. they more or less use that same technology in Treasure Planet, which is why his arm looks a lot more kind of 3D while not being 3D. Like, I don't know if you've seen the movie recently, but there's something so fascinating about like a lot of the environment and a lot of some of the props. So like the arm itself, it looks completely and feels completely 3D when you watch the motions and whatnot. Like compared to like when he's actually using his non-cybernetic arm.
Yeah, I'll have to go back.
Hang on, I can probably.
I have the movie at
Oh no,
home.
you can't. That would be copyright strike. No, I can't pull that shit.
Yeah,
up.
don't do that. Yeah, don't do
No.
that. But no, I have the movie at home. I'll have to go back. Well, because now they made the Spelljammer announcement. I
Yeah,
have to
exactly.
Go
They
back
have.
and
There's some like fucking like. Look at this shit, for instance, right? This is some really cool artwork.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bloody,
shit.
yeah, that's fucking. Oh,
That's
my
cool.
God, that's
They
beautiful.
are really. They're like doubling down on this, and I'm actually looking forward to it because I like. This
I
kind of-
really want. I
Yeah,
really want like a tabletop in that.
My friend Dan on Facebook has been freaking the fuck out like all day about this.
This would get me to like actually voluntarily play D&D. Like I'm not even shitting. I've been saying that D&D needs something like this literally for years.
I feel like this is. It's kind of weird that Wizards of the Coast is doing this, and then you have Games Workshop bringing the squats back.
Oh yeah.
It's like what
They
the
are
hell's
hitting
going
the
on in
nostalgia.
tabletop? Yeah, it's like it's like Games Workshop and Wizards of the Coast conspired just to cash in on nostalgia by bringing Spelljammers and the squats back.
Well, I mean, it's no brainer they're trying to do that right now, considering, you know, Games Workshop is tanking because of all the fucking hysteria they've dragged up onto themselves. And I forget, is MTG going through anything right now, or is it?
Oh, dude, MTG is. There's some fucking really cool shit happening with MTG. So the last.
I know that there's cool shit going on. I know there's like the Kamigawa and shit. I know.
Yeah, and they're doing one that's like a 1920s gangster Art Deco type shit. Like, it's literally Kamigawa Neon Dynasty was already so fucking cool, and now they're doing it. Holy, I'm gonna have to show you some of that artwork. Because my god, I follow like a bunch of artists on Twitter.
I was more asking if there was like some kind of weird fucking like I don't know, like what's the word? Shit, I can't English today.
You mean like yet another pedophile scandal?
Yeah, something like that. Because like I know that they're partially bringing squats back to try and get some of the old fan base back after they pissed literally everyone off by going after the art scene. Or going after the fan scene.
I mean, just looking at it.
Look at
from
this
like
shit.
I'm down with this. This
That
is like
fucking
20s.
sick.
This is
Oh,
like
that's
20s
holy
Shadowrun. I can vibe with this.
Yeah, that's cool.
I
That's
love
cool.
this.
Yeah, this is really
Scandal.
cool.
That's the word I was looking for. Fucking scandal. Why can I not English today?
Yeah.
But yeah, like the
Well,
second pick with the Rhino dude, this gives me Shadowrun vibes. Just straight up.
Yeah, and I would love some like
Yeah.
1920s style Shadowrun, honestly. Oh damn! I like the Art Deco aesthetic onto like a sci-fi framework. I am a big fan of that.
Fair
There's
enough.
so much cool shit in the artwork. Honestly, they have like they went all out on the fucking angels and shit. Oh, I am very.
Very hyped.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I mean, I don't play Magic the Gathering. I literally, the only thing that I care about it when it comes to Magic the Gathering is the artwork. Like, this is... That's all I
Like
care
for me,
about.
the kind of setting I want the most, and I think I've gone on about this multiple times, is like some either like Napoleonic era fantasy or like Shot and Pike level fantasy, like from back in like I think it would probably be late 1600s to like early 1800s, and like the closest thing I've ever gotten to it was a book series called The Iron Elves by Chris Evans, and I haven't seen anything like it anywhere else.
Yeah.
I hear there is this one that's set with like mages during the Napoleonic War. They made a movie of it that had Sean Bean in it. I can't find it.
I'm sorry?
Apparently that was a thing. I've heard
No,
about it.
if you're talking
images
about
from it.
hang on, so let me check Sean Bean then. Sean Bean.
Yeah, because like it was a Napoleonic
IMDb
era type
and
thing, but there were
because the only
mages in it.
Napoleonic era I know is Sharp, and that's not fantasy. That's like historical drama. The only good historical drama, by the way. I don't care if it's inaccurate; it's just good. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, Burger 20s level Shadowrun. I can vibe with this new set.
Winter Flight. No.
Although, like as I understand it, probably the original, because I think like the original D&D lore is gonna be about like, oh, it's the astral plane and all that shit, and it's gonna be very D&D lore-y, and I'm not a huge fan of like D&D lore as such. So if I ever run anything like it, I'm just gonna fuck around with it the way I want.
As you should.
When did you say that it was released around?
I have no idea.
Do you have any idea who else might have played in it?
I mean, I've seen Sean Bean in it, but like I said, that was the only one. The only thing I distinctly remember about the character was they were dressed all in black except for a red sash around their waist, and it was like Napoleonic military dress. Shit.
Hang on. Give me a second. I think I know what you're talking about.
It's the expert is coming up.
I mean, hey, if Posh can find it so I can fucking watch it one of these days, I'd be great.
Fuck you.
I just want to mention, regardless of the reasons that Games Workshop is, they're bringing the squads back as they're called the Leagues of Votan. But yeah, they're essentially squads.
Is it this?
Yes, that is
literally what I just described to you. That is Sharp. There is no fantasy.
Okay, I distinctly remember him being able to do magic shit, though. I have seen gifs of it.
You have seen the better version of whatever that is.
You must be thinking about like the plot armor he has.
Oh, cool.
Maybe? I don't know. Because like I've seen gifs of like him doing some weird magic shit. I swear to you, I'm not making this up. I remember this vividly.
Okay, hang on. Let's try Google. Google Sharp Sean Bean in fantasy movie. So we've got. So hang on. So we've got Lord of the Rings. These are not what I meant. God damn it. Fuck's sake. Sci-fi and fantasy, so we've got The Martian, we've got Pixels, we've got Jupiter Ascending, The Island, Lord of the Rings.
He was in Jupiter Ascending.
Equilibrium, and that's it.
I create life!
It was what, literally, when he said that in the theater, I laughed out loud. That is the worst performance that this man has given in his entire life. It's incredible that how poor the directing was, that this was the performance that he gave. This is like fucking fuck, I forget. No, it's not Robert Redford, it's Eddie Redmayne. That's his name, right?
Oh my god, he's in Knights of the Zodiac Saint Seiya?
Wait, what?
No, apparently he is gonna be. I'm linking it in chat, but
is it like an actual live action thing?
No, it's 3D. I think.
Wait, he's voicing a character in that.
As Almond Kido.
That's fucking wild.
Hang on, give me a second. Is this Knights of the Zodiac 2023?
Fuck.
Hey, I've actually come up with this setting, though. Now that like the more like as ever since I heard that Spelljammer was a thing today, the more I think back to like I have literally come up with this exact setting several times.
Yeah, the fantasy, like steampunk,
Like
and
even
space kind of
even
thing.
within D&D, I'm like this. I have done this. This has happened often. Like this has happened.
I think I
many
think that
times.
aesthetic, setting and aesthetic is just really, really appealing.
I feel like also
nerds.
it's what D&D should be. Like with the amount of shit that's
Yeah.
in it, that is what it feels. It feels so organic. Because like my main D&D setting is basically like a big metropolis, a Magitech metropolis. It's all like a floating shard in the astral plane.
Yeah, like magic. Yeah, because that's you got your you got your steampunk, you got your
Yeah.
fantasy, you got your sci-fi.
Oh no, it's live action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's live action.
So well, unfortunately, then it's terrible. It'll be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I just want to say the thing I like about the squats coming back is because it might make a possibility that they're fat, because there's not a lot of lore on them yet, and there's not a lot of lore for the squats period, and we don't know what they're gonna throw out and what they're gonna retcon or anything. But I like the possibility from just a historical fact about dwarves and what the squats were in their original history, that we could actually have like a good faction, like a morally good faction
In Warhammer.
and Warhammer 40K.
What
Yeah.
as
I
no
like
one
that
likes them?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
I
It's
mean,
like,
this was
like,
literally the Tau introduction. Remember, I don't know if you were old enough to remember. I barely remember it because I wasn't following GWS
I'm pretty
fervently
sure-
because I think
Yeah,
that was back like.
well, I think it was always stated like the Tau.
You're breaking up pretty badly, brother.
I was
Yeah.
afraid that I was breaking up again.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
I'll try to fix it.
This is
Go
my
ahead.
ISP's fault.
No, it might be my fault because I remember. So, how do I sound now?
I'm
still
not
bad.
sure
Still
what you are
bad.
saying.
Still bad, brother.
Yeah, this is unfortunate.
Continue on without me. I'll try to fix it.
No, now we're going to be just quiet. Just not talk.
Fuck is Jeff
Okay.
Lerner?
Yeah, I
By the
mean,
way,
the
are we
stream
supposed to
is
be
gonna be
finishing
over in
soon?
like 4 minutes anyway.
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. Apparently, Johnny Depp has some more dirt on Amber Heard.
Is it now finally the
News.
point where, because I saw some shit that he basically now has like confirmation that she admitted to like beating the shit out of him.
Oh, that was years ago. But apparently not presented into court.
Uh-huh.
Maybe, I'm not entirely sure. I need to catch up on that. Like, I need to refamiliarize myself because I kind of have it on the back burner in my brain.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's been years, as well as the fact that nothing happened and everything seemed kind of lost. So now,
Because like
apparently...
what always struck me about the Johnny Depp case is that it was so clear cut that he had done nothing wrong and he was the victim and everyone abandoned him.
No, not necessarily everyone, but everyone that was big abandoned him. Literally none of the masses, apart from the brain deads on Twitter, abandoned him. I'm pretty sure. Like, I've talked to people not on the street, but I've talked to friends. You know, like we
to
are.
a random person.
No, I don't talk to random people. That's not my style. But I talk to like my friends, like IRL, if I can, and they were like, "Nah, he did nothing wrong." You know, and yeah, it's just like, okay, maybe I'm not in the right circles, but you know, if you don't hear anything about people dissing, what's his name, Johnny Depp, in the streets, and the only place you're hearing it from is either Twitter or celebrities, everybody either has his back or doesn't care. That's the impression you get, at least for me personally.
I mean, that's yeah. I don't know. He definitely lost all of his career. Like that's what happened.
Yeah,
They
true, but at the same
recast
time-
him in Fantastic Beasts. Like that's the one time where they actually give a shit about B2 is when a man is the victim.
Freaking cringe, man.
Incredible. Dude.
But no, to be fair, I think he's now starting to get rehired for roles, and Amber Heard hasn't been touched since Aquaman 2.
Well, that's
And how
pretty
long ago
good.
was Aquaman 2?
I have
Did
no-
it get
I-
released?
I didn't even know
Or-
there was an Aquaman 1, honestly.
Yeah.
They're pretty good, actually.
Oh, these are the ones actually with Jason Momoa in them?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Jason Momoa.
Okay, yeah, I like him. He's cool.
Oh no, this is getting released this year, but apparently she's not gotten any new acting gigs at all.
Johnny Depp or Jason Momoa?
Just no, Amber Heard. Like I've not
Yeah.
heard anyone hiring her. I've not heard, any new role she's in. Oh shit.
Oof.
So Nicole Kidman as Atlanta in the new movie. Patrick Wilson, no clue who. Oh my god, there's Temuera Morrison in the new Aquaman movie.
I don't know who any of these people are.
He's the guy that played all the
He's
clones
literally
in Fett.
Django.
Oh!
He's literally Django Fett.
Yeah. Oh, that's
And
cool.
Boba
Yeah,
Fett.
Star Wars.
He's a good actor. He's probably the one thing that has saved the prequel trilogy more than anything. Like, I don't care what anybody says, but he single-handedly saved it. I'm gonna put it out there. He saved it.
I would find it very hard to argue with that.
I don't think
Yeah,
it was
I
broken in the
guess.
first place.
Yeah,
I've
agree.
always said this. The prequels aren't that bad. Like they're not terrible movies. They're
Oh, he
alright.
played. He still played in the first Aquaman back in 2018.
hmm
Damn.
Well, anyway, it's time to end the stream.
Hmm. Frontier, Barefoot Bandits.
Thank you very much for hanging out. See you
Lol.
around, cuz.
By the way, is any